By now you know that with a pro-Second Amendment Congress and a pro-gun Republican president, there's never been a better time to expect legislation out of Washington that protects our right to keep and bear arms. You've probably also read or heard that at the top of the list for pro-gun lawmakers, and yes, the NRA, is something called national reciprocity. So what is national reciprocity? National concealed carry reciprocity legislation, like the bills introduced in the House by North Carolina Representative Richard Hudson and in the Senate by Senator John Cornyn, addresses the patchwork of concealed carry reciprocity laws we currently have in the United States. Right now, each individual state gets to decide which other state permits they'll recognize, if any at all. So, for instance, the state of Georgia could choose to recognize the permits of carriers in South Carolina and Alabama, but not the permits of those from Virginia. Wisconsin could choose to recognize only Michigan permits. You get the idea. And while you might think, great, it's states' rights, there are actually a lot of harmful consequences that come with this patchwork of laws. Take the case of Brian Fletcher. In 2015, Fletcher, a utility repairman, traveled from North Carolina to New Jersey to do disaster relief work. A concealed carry permit holder in North Carolina, Fletcher volunteered to a police officer in New Jersey that his handgun was in his vehicle. The admission immediately landed him in handcuffs and out $25,000 after paying bail. See, Fletcher didn't realize that his North Carolina carry permit did him no good in New Jersey. With national reciprocity, Fletcher, an otherwise law-abiding U.S. citizen and married father of two, would never have been arrested. He would never have faced a second-degree unlawful gun possession charge, would never have spent a night in jail, and would never have faced a 5-year prison sentence. And even though Fletcher's is only one story, it perfectly illustrates how a patchwork of state laws ensnares innocent, law-abiding gun owners who are simply trying to protect themselves and their family. It's also just common sense for gun owners who live in, say, South Carolina, but are visiting relatives in Massachusetts. Why should Massachusetts be able to deny their right to concealed carry for self-defense? You could even take it a step further and ask, if I have a right to carry a gun for self-defense, why should it matter what state I'm in? Are there any other rights you can exercise in some states but not others? Sure. Gun control groups like Everytown for Gun Safety and the Brady campaign are already sounding the alarm over the prospect of national reciprocity. No surprise there. But these are facts that even they can't argue with. Reciprocity simply allows a person to carry concealed when they are 1. Not already federally prohibited from owning a firearm, 2. Carrying a valid government-issued photo ID, and 3. Lawfully licensed or otherwise entitled to legally carry a concealed handgun. Rest assured, despite what gun control groups say, national reciprocity isn't the end of times. It's just the end of bad policy.